when I first saw Right India, I really freaked. It was a fabulous initiative. Nobody ever had done that in a country like India. And for Times of India to take a initiative like that, hats off to Times of India. It really motivated a lot of people in picking up the pen and writing. You know, a lot of people don't write because they are not subject to deadlines. Because you're not told, okay, here is a subject, write on this, you have to write 2,500 words by so and so date. Now, the moment you put a finality to an exercise, it happens. I would go a step ahead and say that Write India was probably a defining moment in the history of many, many youngsters who were wanting to write. And I have great expectations from Write India too. The best memory, actually, if I look at best memory, only one would stand out as a best memory. And the best memory was standing on stage in Bombay on the day the Write India book was launched and seeing the joy in the eyes of the dozens of those writers who had actually written stories in the Write India book. I think that was a very, very satisfying moment. As an author, as a Write India author for season one, that was a very, very satisfying moment. The writing tips of participants would largely be one, start early. When you get your blurb or the passage on 7th of a month, start thinking at that point in time. Don't wait till the month end or the deadline approaches for you to start writing, because what's more important is one, the story is definitely important, but after you write the story, the way you structure the story, the way you write, your English, your grammar, your sentence and passage construction, all those things kind of define the how a reader or a judge, the one who's actually going to appraise you on that particular story, views your story as. So it's important that you spend a lot of time after you write the story on fine-tuning the story and fine-tuning the entire construct of the story. So, and that takes time. Mind you, it takes the plot comes quickly, but fine-tuning the passage takes a lot of time. Don't underestimate that time. Write India season 2. Just look at the author lineup. You know, if the author lineup for Write India season 1 was a 5 on 10, the author lineup for Write India season 2 is a 9 on 10. Where else will you get authors like Jeffrey Archer, Ruskin Bond, Chitra Devkarni Banerjee, Sudha Murthy, Shobha De, Anand Nilkanthan, all of these guys standing on one platform and willing to guide you guys on how to write. My view to all the aspirants out there is make use of this opportunity.